I'm Jenny, live from Developer Shed headquarters, with news you can't use for the week of January 7, 2009. And here's our first story. If you've been following tech news lately, you'll know that Apple guru Steve Jobs has gotten increasingly skinnier over the past year. Analysts have speculated that it may be because of some form of cancer or other deadly disease, while Apple reps have denied all such rumors, saying that everyone knows Macs don't get diseases. Well, this week, the Big Apple himself let the cat out of the bag and told the reporters that the reason he is so thin is because he angered a gypsy who put a curse on him. Isn't that the plot of a Stephen King movie? Anyway, Jobs claimed that the weight loss is due to a hormone imbalance, asked if the pants he was wearing made his ass look fat, and then ran off screen crying. He was last seen shopping for new shoes and eating a pint of ice cream. Reps say that being hormonally imbalanced won't affect Jobs' ability to remain CEO. After all, it never stopped that dude Jodie Foster from getting work. Picture 200 million Chinese men staring at their monitors, foreheads dripping in sweat, hands poised in kung fu grips. Then picture the collective scream of those 200 million men as China commits the worst act of inhumanity ever seen on the planet: the deletion of all porn from the Chinese internet. Prawn has long been banned in China, but internet users are still able to access it if it's hosted outside of the country. To deal with this, officials have formed a group of 7 agencies to deal with the problem, blocking access to websites suspected of harboring the naughty material. Oddly enough, one of those companies is the Goog, whom users search to find that porn. The Chinese government has threatened to shut down Google, who denies any wrongdoing. And now, live from Kenny Ray's Trailer Park in Bethesda, here's Bobby Earnhardt.
If I leave here tomorrow, free bird, would you still remember me?
Oh, that song always playing. When I hear it, brings a tear to my eye. My wife walked down the aisle with that song, and 3 weeks later, I heard it at the strip club when I was getting a divorce from that cheating bitch. Ain't life funny? Now, everybody knows that I'm a big fan of grilling. I love grilling, and I ain't talking about like that little wimpy George Foreman grill. How can that sumbitch sell that grill? He's so fat, and how's it supposed to be healthy, dripping the fat out of there? Doesn't matter. And I ain't never been a Star Wars fan. Where I come from, the only force that you get is when your grandpa takes you behind the woodshed. And them's bad memories. Anyway, I am a big fan of fire, beer, and grilling hot dogs. And this new contraption that I saw mixes those 3 sumbitches together and comes up with one big ass awesome sandwich. I'm talking about this grill called the Wing Commander. It's a hot dog griller. This newfangled contraption, it's shaped like one of them there X-Wing fighters from the Star Wars. But it grills 4 hot dogs at once. Imagine that, 4 hot dogs in one hand and a beer in the other. No fat lady can resist a man like that. And you know I like 'em big. The X-Wing griller, the cool thing about it is it comes with a temperature gauge at the bottom that you press it. And when you press it, it rotates all them little hot dogs right in there. You can even burn them up and make a little fancy meal. You could even throw a corn dog in that bad boy, mix in some baked beans, and you got a gourmet dinner from over here. Ooh, Jenny, that's all I got for this week. I got a date with a big mouth bass looking woman, and she got a big mouth bass and big mouth ass. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to go with it, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Woo-wee, free bird!
And welcome to another installment of News of the Weird, where big things really do come in small packages. Our first item comes out of Iowa, the bigamy state. Activision recently purchased a company started by 2 brothers and a friend, responsible for putting out such games as Guitar Hero 3 and Call of Duty. Next in the lineup is Corn Shucker Hero and Call of Duty. Please that booty, where you have to try and satisfy all 5 of your wives. World of Warcraft makes headlines again after a nerdy player told an online rep that he was planning to commit suicide because questing on WoW was the only thing he had to live for. The rep traced the line and sent cops to the kid's house, who was then charged with a felony misdemeanor. WoW reps said they couldn't have the kid's death on their hands, but mostly they really wanted that subscription money. And last up, fat people the world over rejoice as company creates a microwave you can install in your car, giving you the ability to cook dinner as you crash. I got a George Foreman grill installed in my IROC Z. That's all the news that's fit to print. See you next time. I'm Jenny. Thanks for joining me for news you can't use. Brought to you by Developer Shed. I'll see you next week.